The persona is a crucial concept that represents the social mask or role that an individual presents to the world. It is the face we show to others and the image we project in order to fit societal expectations, norms, and values. The persona can be understood as a social mask because it is a constructed identity that we wear to interact with others. It is the way we present ourselves to society and the way we want to be perceived by others. The social mask represents the image or facade that individuals present to the world. It includes the behaviors, attitudes, and characteristics they choose to display in social situations. The social mask emerges as individuals navigate their social environments and interact with others. It is influenced by cultural norms, social expectations, and the desire to fit in and be accepted by society. Role-playing, the social mask often involves adopting specific roles or identities in different contexts. For example, a person may have a professional mask they wear at work, a more relaxed mask among friends, and a different mask within their family. These roles can influence their behavior, communication style, and self-presentation. Self-presentation strategies. The social mask can involve conscious and deliberate efforts to shape how one is perceived by others. Individuals may emphasize certain qualities or downplay others, depending on the social situation and their desired image. Concealing vulnerabilities. The social mask can serve as a protective shield, hiding vulnerabilities, insecurities, or aspects of oneself that may be perceived as weak or undesirable. It allows individuals to create a sense of control over how they are perceived by others. Cultural and gender influences. The social mask is shaped by cultural norms and expectations. Different cultures may prioritize certain traits or behaviors, influencing how individuals present themselves. Similarly, societal expectations regarding gender roles can impact the development and expression of the social mask. Potential for authenticity and inauthenticity. While the social mask serves adaptive purposes, it can also lead to a sense of inauthenticity or disconnection from one's true self. Over-identification with the persona can create a gap between the public image and the individual's inner reality, potentially causing stress or psychological conflicts. Self-exploration and integration. Jungian psychology encourages individuals to explore and integrate their social masks. This process involves self-reflection, self-awareness, and understanding the motivations and intentions behind the mask. By recognizing and accepting both the conscious and unconscious aspects of the self, individuals can work towards psychological wholeness. Remember, the social mask or persona is not inherently negative or deceptive. It is a natural part of human social interaction and allows individuals to function effectively within society. However, maintaining a balance between the social mask and one's authentic self is crucial for personal growth and well-being. Adaptation to society is a fundamental aspect of human behavior and the way individuals navigate social environments. Here are some points to consider regarding adaptation to society. Adaptation to society begins early in life through the process of socialization. Socialization involves learning the values, norms, and behaviors that are expected and accepted within a particular society or culture. Adaptation to society is shaped by cultural factors such as language, customs, traditions, and social norms. Different cultures have distinct expectations and rules regarding behavior, communication, and social interaction. Adaptation often involves conforming to social norms and expectations. Conformity refers to adjusting one's beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors to align with those considered appropriate or acceptable within a specific social group or society. Adaptation requires individuals to assume and fulfill various social roles. These roles can be defined by age, gender, occupation, or other social categories. Each role carries with it a set of expectations, responsibilities, and behaviors that individuals are expected to adopt. Social pressure. Adaptation can be influenced by social pressure to fit in and gain acceptance. The fear of rejection or judgment from others can motivate individuals to conform to societal expectations and norms. While adaptation to society is necessary for social integration and cohesion, it is also important to maintain a sense of individuality. Balancing one's personal values, beliefs, and desires with the demands of society is a complex process that varies among individuals. Adaptation can shape an individual's identity and self-concept. The social roles and expectations they internalize contribute to their sense of self and how they perceive themselves in relation to others. It is important to recognize that adaptation to society is not a uniform process, as societies consist of diverse cultures, subcultures, and individuals with different backgrounds and perspectives. Adaptation can involve navigating and understanding multiple cultural contexts and adapting to various social norms. Adaptation is not static but evolves over time. Societies undergo cultural shifts and changes, and individuals must continually adapt and adjust to these evolving dynamics. While adaptation to society is necessary, individuals also have the capacity for critical thinking and independent decision-making. They can reflect on societal norms and values, challenge oppressive or harmful practices, and contribute to social change. Adaptation to society is an ongoing process that shapes individual behavior, relationships, and the overall functioning of social groups and communities. It involves striking a balance between conforming to social expectations and maintaining a sense of personal autonomy and authenticity. Concept of a public image. Constructed identity. The public image refers to the intentional presentation of oneself to the public or a specific audience. It is a consciously constructed identity that individuals project to shape how they are perceived by others. Intentional self-presentation. Creating a public image involves deliberate choices about how one dresses, communicates, behaves, and presents themselves in public settings. It often focuses on highlighting certain qualities, achievements, or aspects of one's life that they want others to see. Reputation management. Managing one's public image involves efforts to build and maintain a positive reputation. This can include strategies such as carefully curating one's online presence, networking, engaging in public relations activities, and showcasing accomplishments. Professional and personal contexts. The public image may differ depending on whether an individual is operating in a professional or personal context. In professional settings, individuals may emphasize their skills, expertise, and professionalism. In personal settings, they may focus more on their personal interests, relationships, and leisure activities. Alignment with personal values. While the public image is consciously constructed, it can still align with an individual's authentic values and beliefs. It is possible to create a public image that reflects one's true self, while also considering the expectations and perceptions of the target audience. Influenced by perception and feedback, the public image is shaped not only by the individual's self-presentation but also by how others perceive and interpret their actions, behaviors, and communications. Feedback from others can influence the refinement and adaptation of the public image over time. Authenticity and inauthenticity. Balancing authenticity with the desire for a favorable public image can be a challenge. Individuals may sometimes feel pressured to present an idealized or polished version of themselves, potentially leading to a sense of inauthenticity or disconnection from their true self. Impact on relationships and opportunities. The public image can influence how others perceive and interact with an individual. It can affect personal relationships, career opportunities, and social connections. People may form judgments, make decisions, and treat individuals based on the image projected. Ethical considerations. Creating a public image raises ethical questions, such as the potential for misrepresentation, manipulation, or deception. it is essential to consider the ethical implications of intentionally shaping how one is perceived by others. Alignment with self-identity. A successful public image aligns with an individual's self-identity, core values, and personal goals. It is a reflection of who they are and what they aspire to be, while also considering the expectations and preferences of the intended audience. It is important to note that while the public image can play a role in how individuals are perceived and treated by others, it should ideally be a genuine reflection of one's authentic self. Striving for congruence between the public image and the true self can contribute to a sense of integrity and personal satisfaction. Contextual adaptation. Multiple personas refer to the different roles or identities individuals adopt in various social contexts or situations. Each persona is tailored to fit the specific demands and expectations of that particular setting. Individuals may have multiple personas that align with different aspects of their lives, such as work, family, friendships, or hobbies. Each persona represents a different set of behaviors, attitudes, and communication styles suited for those specific roles. Code switching. Code switching is the practice of adjusting one's language, behavior, and cultural norms to fit different social environments. It is a common aspect of multiple personas, allowing individuals to navigate diverse social groups or cultural contexts. Multiple personas can provide an avenue for individuals to express different facets of their personality. Each persona may emphasize specific qualities, interests, or skills that are relevant to that particular context. Multiple personas often emerge as individuals adapt to the social norms, expectations, and values of different groups or communities. They serve as a mechanism for fitting in, building rapport, and establishing connections within each specific social sphere. Different personas may enable individuals to express or suppress certain emotions depending on the social context. They may feel more comfortable showing vulnerability, assertiveness, or other emotional states within specific personas. Boundary management. Multiple personas allow individuals to establish boundaries between different areas of their lives. They can compartmentalize their identities and maintain a sense of privacy and separation between personal and professional spheres. For example, having multiple personas can help individuals strike a balance between conflicting aspects of their personality or competing roles in their lives. It allows them to fulfill different needs, roles, and responsibilities without compromising their overall sense of self. Maintaining multiple personas raises questions of authenticity. While personas are often adaptations to specific social contexts, individuals should strive to align their personas with their core values and maintain a sense of integrity across their various roles. Integrating multiple personas involves recognizing the commonalities and differences between them and finding coherence within one's identity. It requires self-reflection, self-awareness, and an understanding of how each persona contributes to one's overall sense of self. It's important to note that while multiple personas can serve adaptive purposes, individuals should be mindful of maintaining a sense of authenticity and avoiding excessive fragmentation of their identity. Striving for a sense of wholeness and consistency can contribute to psychological well-being and a more integrated self-concept. Potential for inauthenticity in relation to multiple personas. The existence of multiple personas carries the risk of individuals deviating from their authentic self. When personas are predominantly shaped by external expectations or societal pressures, individuals may feel a sense of inauthenticity, as they are not fully expressing their true beliefs, values, or desires. In an attempt to conform to the expectations of a particular persona, individuals may suppress or mask their genuine emotions and feelings. This can create a disconnect between their internal experiences and the emotions they express outwardly. If individuals become overly attached or identified with a specific persona, they may lose touch with other aspects of their personality. This over-identification can limit their self-expression and lead to a sense of inauthenticity as they prioritize the persona over their true self. Multiple personas may involve consciously or unconsciously repressing or disowning certain traits or characteristics that are deemed undesirable within a specific context. This self-censorship can lead to a lack of integration and a sense of inauthenticity. The fear of being judged, rejected, or criticized by others may drive individuals to create personas that are more socially acceptable or align with societal expectations. This fear can lead to inauthenticity as individuals prioritize acceptance over expressing their genuine thoughts, beliefs, or behaviors. In the pursuit of fitting into different social roles or contexts, individuals may lose sight of their core values and beliefs. This disconnection can result in a lack of authenticity, as their personas become detached from their true selves. Inauthenticity within multiple personas can strain interpersonal relationships. When individuals present different personas to different people, it can create confusion, inconsistency, and a lack of trust in their authenticity. Inauthenticity within multiple personas can lead to psychological dissonance and internal conflicts. Individuals may experience stress, anxiety, or a sense of inner fragmentation as they struggle to maintain coherence across their various personas. Excessive reliance on personas can blur the boundaries between one's true self and the constructed personas. This can result in a loss of a clear sense of self-identity, as individuals become entangled in the different roles they play. Recognizing the potential for inauthenticity is an important step in the journey towards authenticity. By cultivating self-awareness, reflecting on one's values and desires, and integrating the different aspects of one's identity, individuals can work towards a more genuine and aligned expression of self. It is important to note that the existence of multiple personas does not necessarily imply inauthenticity. It is possible for individuals to embody different roles and adapt to various social contexts while remaining true to their authentic selves. Striving for self-awareness, self-acceptance, and a coherent sense of identity can help individuals navigate the potential pitfalls of inauthenticity. Shadow projection is a psychological concept introduced by Carl Jung that refers to the unconscious process of attributing one's own undesirable or unacceptable qualities, traits, or impulses to others. Instead of acknowledging and integrating these aspects within oneself, they are projected onto others, making them appear as the embodiment of those qualities. Here are some key points about shadow projection. Unconscious projection. Shadow projection occurs at an unconscious level, meaning individuals are often unaware that they are projecting their own disowned qualities onto others. It operates outside of conscious awareness and is driven by the defense mechanism of denial. Undesirable or unacceptable qualities. The shadow represents the darker, repressed, or less socially acceptable aspects of the individual's personality. These qualities can include aggression, envy, greed, sexuality, or other aspects that are typically seen as negative or unacceptable by societal standards. Emotional triggers. Shadow projection tends to be triggered by situations or individuals that evoke a strong emotional reaction within the individual. These emotional triggers may reflect aspects of the individual's own shadow that they have not fully acknowledged or integrated. Demonization of others. Through shadow projection, the individual perceives others as embodying the very qualities or behaviors that they find unacceptable in themselves. They may attribute negative intentions, motives, or characteristics to those individuals without recognizing their own involvement in the projection. Avoidance of personal responsibility. Shadow projection allows individuals to disown and avoid taking responsibility for their own undesirable qualities or impulses. By projecting these onto others, they can maintain a sense of moral superiority or distance themselves from their own inner conflicts. Interpersonal conflicts. Shadow projection can lead to interpersonal conflicts and strained relationships. By perceiving others as the source of the projected qualities, Individuals may engage in blame, criticism, or hostility towards them, leading to misunderstandings and further relational challenges. Self-exploration and integration. Recognizing and working with the shadow is an important aspect of psychological growth and individuation. It involves exploring the repressed or disowned aspects of one's own personality, bringing them into conscious awareness, and integrating them into a more balanced and whole self. Shadow work. Shadow work is a therapeutic process that involves actively engaging with and exploring one's own shadow. It requires self-reflection, honesty, and a willingness to confront and accept the less desirable aspects of oneself. Personal growth and self-integration. Integrating the shadow can lead to personal growth, increased self-awareness, and a greater capacity for empathy and understanding towards others. By embracing the shadow, individuals can reclaim lost parts of themselves and develop a more integrated and authentic sense of self. Reducing projection. Developing self-awareness, practicing self-reflection, and cultivating a willingness to acknowledge and work with one's own shadow can help reduce the tendency for shadow projection. It requires taking responsibility for one's own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, and recognizing that the qualities we perceive in others may also exist within ourselves. Understanding and working with the shadow can contribute to greater self-acceptance, improved relationships, and a deeper understanding of the complexities of the human psyche. Balancing authenticity and social adaptation is an ongoing process that individuals navigate in their interactions with others and within societal contexts. Here are some key points to consider regarding this delicate balance. Authenticity is self-expression. Authenticity refers to the genuine expression of one's thoughts, emotions, values, and beliefs. It involves being true to oneself and aligning one's actions and behaviors with one's internal experiences. Social adaptation. Social adaptation involves adjusting one's behavior, communication style, and social interactions to fit within the norms, expectations, and cultural context of a particular social group or society. It often requires conforming to certain social roles, rules, and expectations. Self-reflection and self-awareness. Balancing authenticity and social adaptation begins with self-reflection and self-awareness. Individuals need to understand their own values, needs, and desires, and how they align with or differ from the expectations of the social environment. Recognizing individual differences. Different individuals may have varying comfort levels and boundaries when it comes to adapting to social expectations. Some may find it easier to conform, while others may prioritize their authentic expression and resist societal pressures. Contextual considerations. Balancing authenticity and social adaptation requires considering the specific context and situation. Different environments may call for different levels of adaptation, and individuals need to assess when it is appropriate to express their authentic selves and when adaptation is necessary. Negotiating trade-offs. Achieving a balance between authenticity and social adaptation often involves making trade-offs and compromises. Individuals may need to selectively disclose certain aspects of themselves while keeping others private, or adjust their behavior to maintain harmony in social relationships. Respecting boundaries. Balancing authenticity and social adaptation requires respecting personal boundaries. Individuals should not compromise their core values or engage in behaviors that go against their principles solely to fit in or gain social acceptance. Emotional well-being. Striving for authenticity contributes to emotional well-being, as individuals can express their true feelings and needs. However, complete disregard for social adaptation can lead to isolation, conflict, or exclusion. Finding a healthy balance promotes both individual authenticity and social connection. Open communication. Effective communication plays a crucial role in balancing authenticity and social adaptation. Expressing oneself honestly and openly, while also being sensitive to others' perspectives and feelings, fosters understanding and mutual respect. Evolution and growth, balancing authenticity and social adaptation is not a fixed state but an evolving process. As individuals grow, develop, and gain a deeper understanding of themselves, their needs, and their values, their approach to this balance may change. Striving for a balance between authenticity and social adaptation is a personal journey that varies for each individual. It requires self-awareness, self-acceptance, empathy, and a willingness to navigate the complexities of social dynamics. Ultimately, finding this balance allows individuals to honor their true selves while also engaging meaningfully within their social contexts.